What's up, y'all? Hello? Oh boy. Hello, hello. Do you guys hear me? I think you do. Okay, I see. Anyways, let me know if you don't hear me, but what's up, everybody? This is Marshall Lee of DonkeyJawProjects.com. And today, this is the Early Bird Artcast. It's been a little while, and we're going to be talking about just my plans for 2019, what's going on. If anybody else jumps in, they can chime in about their plans as well. So yeah, let me just check the chat. Awesome. Dave says he hears me. Cool. What's up, Dave? How you doing? I didn't catch your latest live stream yet, but I enjoyed the first one, even though unfortunately the visuals didn't work out that time. But I'm assuming you got that all worked out for the second one, as is evident even this morning. Technical difficulties are always ever present when doing live streams. um, hmm. I wonder if I flip this camera around, if that'll be a good thing. Because one thing I notice is weird is when I record um, from my phone, I guess sometimes it kind of goes from left to right, like it'll only record in one side. Because I notice that when I'm wearing earbuds and I sometimes watch my videos over to see like how I'm sounding and see if I said something stupid, I guess. But yeah, doing well, good. I see you're always making progress on your comic, it seems, so that's awesome. Looking forward to checking that out. Just trying to find the right. I have all these. This is like my favorite pen that I use to ink with these days. It's called the Pigma Fine Point Fine Brush. It's got like this kind of felt tip brush on it, and you know, I really dig it. It's from Sakura. It's the same thing as like the microns, like the same ink and everything. Um, but unfortunately, the ink runs out. It doesn't take too long. I guess when you're making comics, it's gonna happen, but the ink runs out, and so I have like I don't know, probably like six of them, and they all have like I put sometimes this tape on it to indicate if it's a newer one, but then those get old. And I have one that I have tape on that has a line around it, so that way I'll know a little bit more. So this is my newest one. It's got a little line around it. I don't know. That way I know that's the one that has ink. These other ones have some ink too, but it's like so hard for me to throw them away, like because I don't want to waste it if it's still got some ink in it. And I don't know. It's weird. So yeah. Um, what's up, James? How you doing, man? Do 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 do. So I was going to talk about kind of, I'm thinking about 2019. It's getting to be that time of year where you think about these things. And I wrote down my goals already, like my overall goals for 2019. Yesterday, while they were in my head, kind of the inspiration struck, and I wrote them down. And so basically, I'm going to be completing 365 days of making comics pretty soon. And I'm going to do it again. And maybe I'll do it for the rest of my life. But it was helpful to keep me on the ball, and to help me keep making comics. And I'll probably make a separate video all about that. I probably shouldn't even have said this much, but whatever. Um, so, you know, that just seemed helpful. So I'm gonna continue that, to keep me accountable. So there's that. And then, so basically I have like a um, kind of a three-sided structure of what I plan to do. And basically, I do want to start moving into a career, or I shouldn't say career. Like, I mean, I do want to do a career eventually, but I don't think that that's going to come to fruition necessarily in 2019. But what I would like to do is at least get to the point where I have kind of a business going that's like on the side of my regular work day, that brings in extra money to help, save for things that I don't have money for. Like, I mean, this past year, all of our extra money has gone to taking care of our cats. And, one of our cats passed away, and the other one looks is we're worried about, he's not doing so well, and I'd love to move out of my house. I feel like there might be like some black mold or something going on. Maybe that's what's messing with the cats. I don't know. This place sucks. Um, but at the same time, we're grateful to at least have a place because we're not doing so well financially. This isn't to, you know, try to get pity or anything. This is the reality of what's going on. And so we've had a lot of vet bills, and I mean, we don't have any credit cards or anything. We don't have any credit to even get a credit card if we wanted to. Um, so if we go to the vet, we have to pay, right out of pocket. So it's like we can't even go to the vet as much as we need to take care of our animals, unfortunately, and it sucks. But we do everything we can when it comes to like homeopathic, solutions, and just looking stuff up and trying to help our cats with whatever. And we do get them some medicine and stuff from the vet, but I mean, we just brought him to the vet the other day, and according to them, they said that our cat was probably okay, but I don't know. He seems to be struggling. Um, it's really sad. But especially for my wife, she's the real pet person. I am too because of her, but she's the real one that is into it and stuff. So anyways, that's where most of my extra money has gone. So it's like we've been struggling to get by so much, and it's definitely, I mean, the biggest thing that's screwing us over is the vet stuff. So I want to try to make some side income. Like even this last vet visit, if it wasn't for the fact that that I had sold some stuff online, I sold some commissions and stuff like that, then, I mean, we still actually haven't even paid rent this month because we're waiting on a check and whatever. But because I had some money from art, I was able to at least hopefully keep this boat afloat. um, so I want to make that a little bit more of a substantial thing. I want, like I said, I'm not trying to make a living. I'm just trying to get like that extra money because our car is on its way out. I'm afraid that that thing's going to break down at any moment. So I need to save up, to get at least some kind of car, if it does break down, to just either be able to repair it or to get some other kind of used car or something. And we also want to move away from this place, and there's just a lot of things that, if I had some extra income coming in, I mean, I've tried to do other traditional things too. I even tried to see if I could get a promotion at work, um, which that looks like it's probably not going to happen. I tried to get a new job, and I don't know. I just don't. I think my best bet is to work hard on art, because that's the direction I'm really headed. And when I try to do all those traditional things, it's just like I just don't care. I don't want to do it. I'm just not good at making that happen. I don't have the passion to just really work hard at it as I would like, as I should be doing. And I do have that passion with my art. So the only thing is the time, So I have one commission on deck, and I've had some commissions recently, and it takes me a while, you know. So I want to find a way to make room while I'm also working on comics. And obviously making money from comics is part of it too, but it's, I mean, if I could get more people on my Patreon and all that stuff, it's all part of the kind of the plan, but those are like kind of smaller things that um are important, but they're just not going to be a substantial thing yet. Um, but I'm going to do a Kickstarter pretty soon, most likely, or Indiegogo Kickstarter or something for Corncob Rob, which I'm working on currently, as you can see. Um, and yeah, I don't know, you know, that's kind of my plan. So the threefold plan is work on comics. That's the main thing. To make some room, find some room for doing some simple kind of commission work and illustration jobs, stuff that, doesn't take, that isn't like, these huge commission, illustration jobs or anything. I'm not looking to go crazy, and I want it to be right within my wheelhouse, stuff that I would is close to what I would already be doing. Um, So, I'm not desperate. Like I have a real job, so I have the base amount of money generally, so I can afford to kind of be picky choosy about, you know, what um what I choose to do to a certain extent. um so I'm gonna just take probably stuff around the realm of like actual like commissions like you would see, and maybe do some prints and stuff. Of popular characters, fan art, and all that fun stuff. Um, so, so that the third part is YouTube. I really want to bring awareness to what I'm doing, and I think the number one place that I need to keep my focus on is YouTube. That's a place that, and I guess Facebook, even though I kind of hate Facebook, but I mean, hate it and I love it. But I tend to get my most, a lot of my traffic for my website, my YouTube tends to come from Facebook. And I utilize groups and stuff there. I don't really want to make a big push on Facebook. I just want to continue what I'm doing and, you know, continue to let that drive, my some traffic. But basically the three-prong thing is, comics, illustration work, and YouTube slash my website. Meaning I'm just gonna try to pay a little more attention to my website and kind of integrate YouTube and like when I do a video like that's like a proper video that's not like one of these art streams. I mean even this I can throw up on my website for sure, but you know when I do a video that's kind of more geared towards gaining more attention and stuff for what I'm doing. Um, I want to make like a proper blog post and stuff and just make sure that when people come to my YouTube that they or when they come to my website that it kind of leads them, you know, the right way and stuff. So if you guys haven't seen, I was working on this in my last video. This is gonna be the cover most likely to Corncob Rob. I have to make some adjustments. The proportions are a little out of whack. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. To me, it kind of looks awesome, but the proportions are out of whack if I like really analyze it. I probably will redraw the skateboard at the very least because it just looks too small in his hand. Actually, Adam Laura was hooking me up with some uh, good advice on what's wrong with it. The leg is weird. Like I think it looks like too long, and I'm trying to do foreshortening and stuff and exaggerated stuff, but you know, it's a little bit off. So I don't know. There's other things like if I really wanted to correct it, like really correct it, there's other things too, but I want to just correct it enough so it doesn't look too wonky. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. Um, so let me check out the chat here. Let's see. 2019. Holy crap. Yeah, right. I still catch myself starting off the year with 19 instead of 20. Oh my, I was just thinking about that, James, the other day. You know, 2000 still seems in the future to me. We're almost 20 years into this, and 2000 still seems the future to me. I'm such a 1990s, kid. Daniel, what's up, dude? Just in case we miss one another, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. Yeah, man. Back at you, man, and I'll be doing more of these streams. So, but yeah. Um, let's see, Dave. Is it me or does it feel weird to wish people Merry Christmas early in December? It starts feeling normal. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder too. But I've had people like at job sites say that to me, Merry Christmas. I'm like, oh, okay, Merry Christmas. I'll play along. Um, let's see. Where would I like to move to? I mean, I'm gonna stay around the area I live. I live in Connecticut. But I just want to get out of this apartment. It's kind of a ghetto-y type of situation that I don't like. Just uncomfortable. The neighbors, we have a bunch of different people who live in this big old house, and it's not kept up well, and the neighbors are crazy, and they make a lot of noise, and yeah, I don't like it. I don't want to be around here. And plus, I'm afraid there might be black mold, and we don't want to be breathing that in either. So, um, James, you're only 2 hours away from me. Wow. Yeah, I'd love to move. I don't know, where are you? Are you in like Massachusetts or New Hampshire or Boston? I don't know. There's a lot of different places you could be that's 2 hours away. New York? I don't think you're in New York, but you could be. Anyways, yeah, that would be cool. I wish I could move. If I were to move like out of state, out of my normal area, I would move south. I'd love to live in like North Carolina, Virginia, somewhere around there, or west, south, somewhere in a warmer climate, that's for sure. I've lived in New England my whole life and I love it for what it is, but I'm good with snow in winters. I'd rather be in a warmer climate. Um, Chatting while drawing is interesting to potential customers, isn't it? I don't know. I guess so. I mean, to me, these art casts in the morning are more for the community, and a lot of times it's other artists who like to hang out and stuff, which is totally cool. I love that. Does it drive sales? I guess so. I mean, it to a certain degree. I don't know. I think so. Um, it's part of the plan for sure. I want to keep doing these art streams, just this is like my mate, like kind of my bread and butter when it comes to this channel. And then, I will do a lot of other kind of videos too. I have a lot of ideas for videos, but some of them take time and stuff. So, Teresa, what's up? Teresa, you like the cover. Thanks. You said the out of wackiness of it looks cool and you like it. Cool. Thank you. That's good feedback. Yeah, you're right, James. They get to see my work being done while getting to know me a bit. Absolutely. I mean, that's part of, building trust, building rapport. They see that stuff and they get to know, the more they get to know me, the more they trust me, the more they're likely to buy stuff from me. Um, I guess Instagram's got to be part of it too. My latest commission came well, one of my commissions came from Instagram. Um, and kind of a referral from a friend as well. And then another one of my commissions came from my Alita Battle Angel video, which is almost, I think it's like up to 250 views or something like that. So that's been doing really well. I'm probably gonna do another big nice piece for that, for the movie. The latest trailer just came out and it's freaking awesome. I love it. But yeah, I don't know. So I got a commission from that, and I look at that dude. You guys ever watch this dude on Box Office Artist? He's like really popular. He does like these drawings where he'll like write, the name Thor, and then he'll draw around it until it becomes like this Thor character. It becomes Thor. And he just does, Marvel DC characters a lot. And he just does like really like really detailed drawings and I don't know, I just really like kind of his format a little bit, and I'm not trying to make my channel that, but maybe I'll take a few cues from what he's doing type of thing. And there's a lot of people that do different things that, I'd love to kind of um try, stuff that makes sense for me and goes with kind of my branding, I guess, or whatever you call it. Um so yeah. But yeah, the thing is trying to figure out where I'm going to fit, um, like, how I'm gonna fit. See, I'm trying to figure out like how to draw my character here. Um, but how I'm gonna fit like illustration in with all this, and the YouTube video. Like, really, the comics are the number one priority. I think you know, money wise, they're kind of a foolish thing, but I can't think about the money when I think about that because, um, It's a passion. It's something I have to do. If I can't just be a guy who only does like these commissions and stuff. I get bored even just doing one sometimes. It needs to have story behind it, I guess. I don't know. Something about story makes it more meaningful to me. Um, so so yeah. Um, that's kind of the plan. Upstate New York, okay. I drive to Albany all the time. Well, I shouldn't say all the time, but from time to time, maybe once or twice in a month. Um, for work because we have a branch over in Albany. Once in a while, I have jobs around there too that I go to job sites, but that's really rare because it's not our territory. Obviously, Albany would take care of that, the Albany branch. Oh, you know what? Should probably go turn my car on. uh, Ideas are a pain in the ass. I'm working on 3 different webcomics because of that. Won't be post any things this year. Yeah, well, that's why I've set up my kind of system of doing a comic story a month, using going kind of through Patreon because if I were to just sit on my ideas and keep developing them, they would never come out, or it would take forever. So it's like a forced deadline and it's working out good. And I think I'm learning way more and getting way better at doing all of this stuff because of it. It just, it's like, it's forcing me to actually make comics instead of like plan to make comics. And that's one thing that I'll be talking about in my video a little bit more when I do the kind of the 365 days of making comics video, which I'll probably literally do on the last day of December. So I can, because I want to like tally up like exactly how much, well, according to what I've logged in, how much time I've spent making comics this year. Um, so yeah. But yeah, ideas are a pain in the ass. Like I get so I have so many ideas, like every day I have ideas and I just don't have the time or energy or whatever to do all of them, unfortunately. But if you execute on a few of them, I mean, that's what really, separates, you know, the wheat from the chaff, I guess, is those who actually make something from their ideas and those who just have ideas. Like having ideas doesn't get you anywhere. But if you actually make something with them, then you're starting to make some progress. Every time you make a thing and put it out into the world, that gets you one step closer, to where you're trying to get to. And you'd be surprised how I mean I've heard it many times. I haven't I've experienced it a little bit, I guess, but you'd be surprised at the compound effect that how that plays off, out when you just start putting stuff out there. So, um, that being said, I'm about to get going, but let's see this last thing from James. Everything of doing sequential comics commissions. Ever think about doing sequential comic commissions? There's no one doing comic strip commissions that I know of. My buddy Samax Amen is doing he does comic strip commissions all the time actually. He's the only one I know though. But that's a good idea maybe to do comic strip commissions. I don't want to do full comic commissions though, unless it's like a 3 or 4 pager maybe. But it has to fit with in the realm of stuff I can show on Patreon, I think. Um, there's only one project I'm doing right now that won't be able to be used on Patreon, and that's the 100 Days of Making Comics Werewolves and Unicorns thing. But that's only a four page thing. So, that's all right. I'll just try to squeak that out in between all this other stuff. So yeah, but yeah, maybe comic strips could be a fun thing. I know my friend Samak says that he actually really loves doing comic strips. Um, so yeah, that's a good idea. I'll think about that. Maybe I'll put some specific offerings on my website or something for some of this stuff. But yeah, Daniel says I'm focused on these three now and management to be able to work on them all. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm rooting for you, man. Make it happen. They'd be great for holiday cards hanging. Yeah, there's so many holiday ideas, and that's actually one idea I heard some people say is one way to kind of get get stuff rolling is get out a calendar and then, plan out every holiday and make stuff towards that, or, have, sales and stuff go towards that, and that'll really help you kind of get some momentum going. So I might do that. We can share progress on 100 stuff, but I can't share I can't say I can't share the full comic. If you share the full comic, you're definitely not, you're stepping out of the bounds of stuff. So you can share progress, but you can't share like the whole comic with dialogue, or even whole pages with full dialogue and fully finished. You can show a fully finished page without the dialogue, the word balloons in there. But if you're going to show word balloons, you just want to show little pieces of it, because we want these 100 days stories to be something that's special for when people get the book, and everybody is kind of um you're kind of messing up your part for everybody's, kind of thing if you put the whole thing out or whatever. So gotta go, James says. Yeah, I gotta go too. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It makes me feel less lonely. And I appreciate your support and everything. You guys all rock. And everybody watching in the chat and everybody watching on the replay, you guys all rock too. Put some comments below. Let me know um, what your plans are for 2019. I'd love to hear in the comments. And yeah, please comment in the comment section, because that is actually really helpful for getting these videos out to more people. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all those fun things, and I will talk to you on the next Early Bird Artcast. Alrighty, guys, peace out.